Welcome to the presentation, which is based on an assignment on computer networks. This has been assigned by Preeta ma'am and it's presented by Arjun Krishna sir. So we have spent a lot of time amidst the lockdown in our home. So it's of utmost importance to study something regarding our BTech subject. So I'm here to just say what I have studied during the lockdown based on this subject. We have seen that routing is an important subject in computer networks. So let's discuss what is routing. Routing is the process of selecting a path through the network to deliver the packets. So we need routers to forward those packets to those hosts. For routing to occur, we need some protocols like TCP/IP or IPX, SPX, etc. So let's just get into the routing protocols. These are mainly classified into interdomain and intradomain. So the interdomain protocol, as an example, like path vector protocol, and intradomain has distance vector and link state protocol. Let's go to the distance vector protocol. What is distance vector protocol? Let's dig deep into that. A distance vector protocol in a data network is the best route for data packets based on the distance. The distance vector routing protocols measure the distance by the number of routers a packet has to pass, and one router counts as one hop. Let's discuss the features of distance vector protocol. One of the main features that we can see in distance vector protocol is that it has a limited scope of topology. What it means is that one of the nodes can only know the details of the neighboring node, not the entire topology. So, our next feature is it can send periodic updates, which means that every node sends its update in every 30 seconds to the next node. The next feature that we are going to discuss about this is that it includes the entire routing table in the routing updates. And also we can say that by default they are the classful routing protocols. That's all about the main features in distance vector protocol. Let's get into the next protocol, the link state protocol. What's the advantage of link state protocol is that it makes up for the major disadvantage that we have in distance vector protocol. In distance vector protocol, one node not only has the information about the next node, but that's not the case here. Here we have the full scope of the topology. One node can know the entire system. The next one main feature is that it sends triggered address that propagates the entire topology. It does not wait for like 30 seconds or something. It sends triggered updates at that instant itself. Then we can say that it includes the information regarding the change network, the updates that are happening during the routing. And we can also say that it's by default the classless routing protocol. Let's get into the major differences between the distance vector routing and link state routing. So for distance vector routing, the bandwidth that is required is really less due to the fact that it's based on local sharing. We have discussed that before. It's like one node sends information to the neighboring node. It doesn't go to the next ones. It just focuses on the neighboring nodes. So the bandwidth required is more. But in contrast, for link state routing, we can see that the bandwidth required is more because it considers the entire network. Then the next difference that we can see is that it's based on the distance vector routing is based on local knowledge. We can see because it's updating the table based on the information gathered from the neighbors. But in contrast, for link state routing, it's based on the global language. It has the knowledge about the entire network. And similarly, we can see that traffic is less for distance vector routing because it's based on the local knowledge and it involves only 2 nodes. But we can see that in link state routing it's more. Finally, I just want to talk about path vector algorithm. This algorithm is similar to distance vector routing algorithm, but the main difference is that the distance vector routing algorithm is done in intra, but path vector routing algorithm is done in inter. Means distance vector routing is done between the nodes in the same router, but path vector is done between 2 different routers. That's all about my presentation. I'm hoping that I have discussed in brief about the routing and the routing protocol.